Mr. Harvey Young with an event here. Can you tell us about Mr. Harvey? What's happening here today?
Okay, I'm Harvey Young, and I moved here 4 years ago from Southern Illinois. I used to fly with the Missouri-Illinois Combine for about 36 years, and I've had my fun. And now I'm wanting to involve the kids, get kids involved with backyard fun with the parents. And as we've got a lot of nice contributions from the American Racing Pigeon Union. And that's what we're trying to do today. To get the kids involved, get them a chance to see the birds, touch the birds. They hold a bird, they get a sticker that says, I pet a pigeon. They get a little button here, and there's some literature. It talks about how we use the birds in the military. But the birds I've got today here, I was fortunate to acquire them out of some South Africa winners. They're descendants from the South Africa winners. And I've met a lot of nice pigeon people here in Texas that supported me. And basically, that's what we're trying to do here, is promote the sport, get kids involved here in Tractor Supply. And I want to thank Larry, the manager here, and the staff for helping us come in and setting up to promote this. Basically, that's all we're doing here, is trying to get this thing alive again.
That's true. Can you tell us about some of the birds here?
Well, these are young birds. This is an old bird here. He's a couple years old.
This one.
Yeah, the white cockbird. He's off of German imports.
Okay.
And these birds here, like I said, my good friend Floyd Dietzman and Bernie Bernhardt, this is off their strain. And both these guys won money in the South Africa $1 million race.
Okay.
And I was very fortunate. They actually came out to my house and graded these birds, made a selection out of 20 birds, and I picked 8 breeders. And so I was very fortunate. And I've learned by moving here, talking to some of the top flyers in this area about bringing birds from out of the country here or from out of state. It's a whole different breed here, because we're in Texas hill country, and the hills and the heat. These birds are different than from the birds we had in Illinois that fly the flat plains. We flew 600 miles down I-44 from Shamrock, Texas. That was our longest flight, straight up Interstate 44. And we had a lot of fun. They're still racing today. We built a nice clubhouse in Shipman, Illinois. Anyway, that's what we're trying to do today, is get people involved, mainly kids, and try to get this thing alive again. It's a lot of fun, it really is.
So the good question is, for example, somebody expressed their interest for this sport. Are you willing, or some of your club members, to help them out, like give them some birds to start off?
I'm quite sure they do. I found that, most pigeon guys in this area are very generous, to helping kids get started and helping new flyers.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got some good contacts, and these people will do it. They will help. We can even get some material donated, to help us get started. But yeah, that's basically what we're doing. And the AU Racing Pigeon Union is great, an avenue to help a beginners program. This is an example. Today, there's a paper airplane. It's like a pigeon, and
I was wondering about that. So
hand out for the kids, and then we got stickers. I pet a pigeon. And like I said earlier, these buttons, pretty cool.
I should give that to my son also.
Oh yeah.
My kids.
And they've been very generous in helping us with these handouts and trying to promote the sport. So
I'll be putting your information in the description of this video.
Okay.
So they can contact you around the area. Yeah. What club you are in?
I'm in the Heart of the Hills. I'm president of the Heart of the Hills Racing Pigeon Club.
Oh, you're the president for
Yes.
the...
Yes.
Can you tell us about your club and invite people about...
Sure. We have probably 6 members in our club right now. And I think we just got another member.
So those 2 fanciers that you mentioned, the Africa One Love Race winner, are they also in your club?
No, they don't fly anymore. Floyd, unfortunately, he had some health problems, and Bernie, he's retired now, and he's been a mentor to me, you know, Bernie Bernhardt and Floyd, you know, telling where to train and how to train in this area, because this is all new to me.
Do they still send birds to One Love Race?
No.
No more.
No
But
more.
they still have birds.
No, they don't have any birds anymore. But
Okay.
they're full of knowledge. I'm telling,
Okay.
very knowledgeable flyers, and they have a lot of good contacts. And I've watched all your videos.
Oh, okay.
And I've watched Bill Miller video just the other day, and Vern Clausen. Very knowledgeable pigeon flyers.
That's true.
And I will vouch for that. Like I said earlier, those two guys will tell you can't hardly bring an outside bird into this territory to race.
Correct.
And because this is a different strain, they've adapted to this hill country.
That's nice.
And I'm very excited about these, to try these birds out this fall.
Well, thank you for that information, sir. And
Yep. I want to introduce Scott Horn. Scott is the Taurus electronic clock distributor, probably the only one in the United States, right?
So there are other manufacturers of electronic clocking systems, but I'm the dealer here in the United States for Taurus racing clocking systems, and the Taurus systems are manufactured in Germany. So what I want to show you here, so this is a typical clock right here, and this clock is set up right now in training mode to scan racing pigeons when they come into the loft. And so each bird will have an electronic band around their leg, and the bird will come across the pad and it will record the time that the bird scanned. If you want to get a shot of this right here, this is the bird just scanned at that time right there, 10:57:02. And that bird is AU21 Lone Star number 18, and it's a hen.
okay.
And that's how that clocking system works.
So basically, you're gonna put that band. Can you show it again, please?
Yeah.
You're gonna.
So each you assign one band to each pigeon.
Okay.
That you're gonna be racing. So it's a one-to-one relationship. And these electronic bands have a unique ID number that is manufactured by the company in Germany, and that ID cannot be used on any other band. It's unique.
So you mean to say that band belongs to a particular bird?
It will be assigned to a particular bird.
It's not transferable to other birds, or it can be.
It can be transferable to another bird, but the band ID in this band is unique.
Okay.
This ID in this chip cannot be changed.
Oh, okay.
It's unique. And so when you can assign, like say, a young bird to this band, and then later on, if you wanted to take it off that bird and put it onto a different bird, say you're old bird racing, then you could assign this band to a different bird.
Okay.
But it's still a one-to-one relationship.
Okay.
So
there's a software also.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
There's-
Can you tell us about that, please?
Yes. So the individual flyer will have a clock and a scanning pad such as this. And so say you have 10 or 12 flyers in a club, they'll all have a clock and a pad to scan their pigeons when they come in on arrival. But the club will buy the club software and put that software on a PC computer, and you download the race times from the clocks into the computer, and then the computer has the location of the lofts. It'll have their airline distance from the race point back to their individual loft, and the computer system will calculate the race results, which will have each bird listed and what was their time of arrival versus their distance to their loft, and then the races are calculated on an average basis in yards per minute, and then the bird that has the fastest yards per minute wins that race. And so that's how.
So it's yards per minute, right?
Yards per minute here in the United States. Over in Europe, it's meters per minute.
Meters per minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So how can they contact you if they are interested in buying some of this equipment?
If a club is interested, or individuals are interested in getting racing started in an area, this is my business card. Actually, the company name is a combination of two words in German. Tauben, Tauben, is the German word for pigeon, and then RIS is information system. This is called a quad pad. So it's 4 fields here, and this pad will time individual birds across here to go through. And so if 2 birds go in here and here at the same time, they'd get the same exact time because it'd be to the second.
Okay.
So, and this is a trap that I make, and I have it on my website so that people could copy it, and if they want to, they could buy it if they wanted to, or they can make their own. Most pigeon fanciers make their own.
So is it okay to mention the price of this unit?
Oh yeah, the clock and a quad pad is right around $1,100 US.
Okay.
The clock and a single pad is around $800. If there's another pad called a single pad, it's only going to be timing 1 bird at a time.
Okay.
So,
well, of course, I'm going to get
so smaller lofts. Say they only have a small team of birds, like 20 birds. They just want to get a single pad, and then they can always add on another pad later if they want to.
Yeah, it's now your time to advertise yourself.
Okay, so I'm in the Woodlawn Racing Pigeon Club, and the Woodlawn Racing Pigeon Club is an old San Antonio, Texas club, and it's one of the oldest organizations that the American Racing Pigeon Union has as a club. And so we've been keeping that name and wanted to continue that legacy of one of the oldest clubs in the United States. And so this club was formed in the 1950s.
Okay.
And I was on and off in that club in the 1970s as a teenager and a young man. And then I came back to San Antonio after a career in the oil and gas industry, and I joined the Woodlawn Club again back in the late 80s. And so I've been a member of the Woodlawn Club for on and off since the 1970s.
So maybe one of these days we can visit your loft also,
That'd be great.
That would be awesome. Well, thank you for the opportunity. And
Kind of a last minute sign that we're doing. Got it here. Just to recognize the AAU and Tractor Supply.
yes, sir.
And the Woodlawn Club also.
Well, we appreciate the participation of Tractor Supply here in Bandera for letting us have a portion here to introduce the racing pigeon, this sport to us. Okay, last word, sir.
Well, I want to thank
for
you,
our
Rome.
viewers.
Thank you, Rome, for coming out and interviewing us and giving us a chance to help us promote the sport. And I want to thank Scott for explaining the electric clocking systems. It's a wonderful unit. That's all we ever used in Illinois, this system here. And
it's a very reliable system.
Yes, sir. And Mr. Scott Horn will give me a discount for this. Anyway, and
I met you before. I met you at a one-loft race.
oh yeah, in Texas Dash for Cash, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
That's right.
so again, here's the Taurus, and I'll put the description of these both gentlemen here in our video. Thank you. Have a good day and happy flying.
thank you.
Thank you.
These are young birds raised this year. That's an older.
Harvey Young.
They're instinctual. Their instincts, they come to their home.
How many miles the farthest that they can?
We race 600 miles.
Wow.
And they'll return home.
And they got bands on them. The band.
That's their ID.
Band,
Yeah, I know.
they're really nice.
Smell pretty colors. It's iridescent colors. You want to take one of these so you know?
Yeah, get a couple of buttons and a couple of these stickers. You pet a pigeon.
What do you say? You want a sticker and a button? Look. It says, I petted a pigeon.